What if I told you that you could actually hypnotize yourself really quick and really easy to become successful? So I'm going to share with you exactly what I did to hypnotize myself. I was 19 years old, I dropped out of college, and I wanted to become a successful author, and I wanted to inspire millions of people through my books and online and earn millions of dollars. And the trouble was I had this imposter syndrome part of me that legitimately didn't believe it was possible. So I did these really easy self-hypnosis techniques, and I reprogrammed my subconscious mind, and the craziest things happened. That first book that I self-published came out when I was 20, then ended up selling a bunch of copies. Penguin Random House, which is the #1 English publisher in the world, gave me a book contract for 2 more books after that. Traveled all over the world, getting paid to speak. Then this YouTube channel took off and built a multi-million-dollar business in my 20s that has positively reached customers, tens of thousands from all over the world, many, many countries. And the point of this is I share that about myself so you can understand that these techniques truly, truly work for success, for money, for realizing your goals and your dreams. I'm going to break that exactly down in this video, so let's dive right into it. Okay, so this is just a very simple few-step process that I did. Now, the first thing that I want to say is when you understand that hypnosis isn't like some airy-fairy thing, or it's not some showman in Las Vegas type of thing. You know, it's popularized by the Las Vegas entertainer that's like, I'm gonna make this guy quack like a duck, and then he quacks like a duck. Oh my gosh, look at it! Oh. That's just, it's entertainment. The reality is your entire mind works in your life, works off a subconscious or an unconscious habit or program that controls your nervous system, your biology, your thought patterns, and your actions. Thus, it controls everything in your life. And the thing about it is that it is malleable. Just like a computer software can be rewrote or reprogrammed, you can literally rewrite and reprogram the software computer using hypnosis. Now, if we take it even a step further and you're not convinced by psychology, even though psychology has long proven that this is the case, there's also neuroscience that supports all of this as well, because there's a term in neuroscience called the Hebb's Law. Hebb's Law says that nerve cells that fire together wire together, which basically tells us that every time you have an emotion or a thought, you activate nerve cells in your brain. And when you have similar ones over a period of time, like, I don't know if I could succeed financially at this, or I think I'm always going to be alone, it's really hard to find the right guy. Those neurological patterns wire into your brain and they become neural networks. They become basically a pattern in your brain that habitually operates that way. So if you can activate through neuroplasticity, we know that you can reprogram your brain. So if you can activate new neural networks, the crazy thing is you can actually rewrite the software of your brain. You can rewire your neural networks, and you can turn your brain into a roadmap of your future as opposed to an artifact of the past. Most people's brain is simply an artifact of the past. It's memorized all the crap that's happened to them. It's memorized all their financial struggles. It's memorized all the crap they were told. The teacher that said they couldn't do it. Getting made fun of by other kids in school. Watching their parents argue over money. Losing job. Whatever it is. It's all wired into the brain, and your brain has become an artifact, a living artifact of the past that repeats itself. Because that's the way it's been wired due to Hebb's Law that says that nerve cells that fire together wire together. So neuroplasticity says that you can rewire your brain. So instead of making an artifact of the past, you can make it a roadmap to the future by memorizing or rewriting new programs or new neural connections into your brain. Now, if you can use hypnosis, you can speed up the emotional response to new ideas, and you can actually more quickly rewire and build a new roadmap in your brain of your future, and by placing it into your brain through hypnosis, you can use neuroscience to retrain your brain and get the things that you want faster into your life. So that's the backstory. Now into the meat. So the first thing that I did is I created a success hypnosis for myself. So right there down below is jakeshypnosis.com. It's my free success hypnosis. You can actually use it to take this first step. 100% free. Almost 1 million people from all over the world have now used it. So go ahead and download that for free and use that. So what I did is I started to engage my senses, because all that backstory being so, if I could engage my senses, then I could engage my cells, I could engage my nervous system, get myself emotionally involved in it. So, of course, there's only a few ways that your brain receives information, that your nervous system receives information. What are they? Well, obviously one of them is going to be hearing, and that's going to be one of the most important ones, right? So I have a hypnosis that plays. So it's right there down below for you to use. And quite simply, what I would do is I created this success hypnosis for myself. And I told you what it was that I wanted, right? And so I wanted to be selling my books, become a world successful author with a multi-million-dollar business, inspiring millions of people, a bunch of books, a bunch of videos, courses, speeches, all these things. And so I created this hypnosis for myself. And while I would listen to the hypnosis, I would write out what I wanted in the present tense at the same time. So I'd put my headphones in, I'd pull out a notepad, and I would sit on this chair or a table, plug my headphones in, let the audio play, and let the hypnosis play. And I would relax myself, pull out a pen and pad, and I would write out, "Oh my God, I cannot believe what just happened. My video started going viral, and oh my gosh, I sold my first 20,000 copies of my books, and I did a TEDx talk, and oh my gosh, and then Penguin Random House gave me a book," and I would just write all this stuff as if it happened. I call this free writing. When I was a junior in high school, I had a English teacher that did free write, and so she would just set the timer, and the only rule was you couldn't pick up your pencil off the paper for the whole 20 minutes. You just had to write. So it was really a practice of like letting go and then allowing the subconscious to just write without trying to think of everything, and allow that flow to come out, right? So this is what I do, and I write like that, and I imagine all these scenarios, and I write about, oh my gosh, video went viral, and I got this amazing email from someone whose life was changed, and imagining my big bank account and I would just do things like that, right? And so the thing about that is you're engaging so many aspects now, right? So you are getting sight involved, you're getting hearing involved, you are getting inner sight involved. So all of these types of stimulations in your brain are doing what? They're making it a stronger emotional response. You start to get excited about it, right? Like, so I'm writing, and all of a sudden I'm like, shit, I'm inspired right now. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. And I'm like drinking my coffee, or I'm like having a cup of tea, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. I feel like a kid in a fantasy world. Now, it's really not a fantasy world. If I have a strong emotion and I feel inspiration or excitement about it, what happens is that's the signal that I'm firing new nerve cells. It's also due to the audio hypnosis putting me into a lower brainwave state so that my conscious mind is out of the way and I can directly access the subconscious mind. And this is where real hypnosis happens. Once the brainwaves slow down enough, and using repetition of an idea, which is the affirmations playing, it's the things that I'm writing out, repeating themselves, the scenarios. And what happens is I get directly into the subconscious mind. Now, if I use repetition and I do this simple process every single day, sometimes I didn't free write. Sometimes I would just write the same sentence over and over again. I would write, I'm so happy and grateful. I'm a world-renowned author, speaker, seminar leader, and online personality making millions of dollars and inspiring millions of people. I would write that sentence over and over and over again 100 times for 15 minutes while I listened to my hypnosis audio and I wrote on my thing. Sometimes I would write out what my financial goal was. I'm so happy and grateful that large sums of money come to me quickly and easily as I earn. And then I would write out what I wanted to earn. And I would rewrite that 50 or 100 times. Take me 10 or 15 minutes. Afterwards, I've engaged everything. I'm staring at myself, writing the same sentences over and over again. I'm listening to the same positive phrases over and over again. I'm relaxed. That's hypnosis. And then you start doing it every single day, and it becomes brainwashing. That's what brainwashing is. Like, that's what propaganda is. That's what, like, if you see like old cartoons on like communist propaganda, or probably go to a communist regime today, you see the same thing. And you even see it in a democratic world. The news media uses repetition of ideas in order to get you to start to believe something. And the thing is, we get taken advantage by this stuff our whole lives. This video, all I'm doing is suggesting why not use the same manipulative power that outside forces use to manipulate us, to brainwash us, to hypnotize us to believe certain things. Because that's what marketing and media is doing too. They're just hypnotizing us to believe that we're not good enough, so we buy this product that we don't really need from them. Well, what if instead you use the same power, but you used it for good, and you did it on your own to yourself? You used your own free will to actually brainwash yourself, to actually hypnotize yourself for what you consciously wanted. Because the problem is most people are getting suggested certain images, certain desires, and certain things into their subconscious that they don't even want. What if you took control of your mind and did that? So what I want you to do is give us a try. You have all the time in the world, especially right now with everything going on in the world and lockdown and quarantine. Spend 10 or 15 minutes every morning and every night. Play my hypnosis. If you have headphones, put them in. It's nicer. It blocks out the rest of the noise. Turn it on a level that feels relaxing and nice. It's jakeshypnosis.com right there down below. And then pull out a pen and pad and practice a couple styles of writing. The first one is the free write. Just write whatever comes into your mind. Make the only rule you don't pull your pen off the paper. And just write. Write about your make-believe dream property and your awesome job and your amazing relationship and awesome family, and you have your perfect car, or you're camping in the wilderness, whatever it is. And just write and write and write and write and write and write until you feel excited. And do that for 10 or 15 minutes. Now, there's the free write style, but then there's also the repetition style, where you take a certain phrase or affirmation in the present tense. And this was the example of when I told you I wrote out, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a world-renowned thought leader, online personality, author, and speaker making millions of dollars and inspiring millions of people. Sometimes I would just write that over and over again instead of free writing. And then the third was my financial one. I'm so happy and grateful large sums of money come to me quickly and easily as I earn X amount of dollars a month. So give these all a try. Commit to 10 or 15 minutes in the morning or at night. You are going to be amazed at the synchronicities that come into your life. You're going to be amazed at the amount of money that you attract. You're going to be amazed at the new people you meet. You're going to be amazed at the new success that comes to you quickly and easily and with a lot less effort. So check out jakeshypnosis.com and hit the like button and the subscribe and all that type of stuff on both sides to support the channel. Leave a comment down below. I brainwash myself for success. Leave a comment down below. I brainwash myself for success. Have a great day, and I can't wait to hear about your results.